Hi, this is Hope, and this is my second review for the Airbender Mini by new Trent. Here it is here. You can see I have it all set up, and I charged it up for the recommended 4 hours, so it is ready to go. If you want to see how to install your iPad Mini into this case and keyboard, then you can see my other video which details installation. I'm going to be using it today just for personal use and would like to give my overall impressions so far. One of the things I do really like about it is that it's very easy to close, and when it's closed you can see that it's well protected. I mean, your iPad Mini is not going to be scratched. You could drop this and I would be relatively certain that it would be fine. I would have no problem tossing it into a bag and not worrying about it getting damaged. The other protector I had was just kind of a one side cover, and it would not have provided this much protection. It does, however, add a significant amount of weight and a significant amount of bulk to the item. I do feel better about it just sitting next to the couch or next to a chair with dogs and drinks and other things around. It's nice to know that it's pretty well secure in this case, so I like that about it. One of the things that I'm not liking about it, perfectly honest with you, is that it's pretty stiff. Opening it, again, I do work out. I'm not that wimpy. But it is, it takes some significant pressure, and I assume that's probably because once it's open, the maker wants it to stay open and not be so flimsy that it just flies around. But, you do need to put your fingers on the screen and push it back pretty hard. So it's a minor thing, but it does require a little bit of oomph to get it to open. I do see a couple of screws down here, so maybe if you untighten those a little bit, it might be a little easier, but I wouldn't go there. But the other thing I'm not loving about it is that it's a little unstable. You can see that it's kind of wobbly, and it will fall over if you don't position it perfectly right and get it to balance. So I had it on my lap when I was sitting on the couch, and between the uneven surface and then this, trying to position this so that the glare wasn't there and I could position my hands comfortably on the keyboard, it was a little wobbly. You can see that if you want to kind of, bring the center of gravity out a little bit like that, you're going to lose it. It's going to fall. So I don't know if there's a way to make this keyboard, I don't know, just a way to make it a little bit more stable at more of just kind of a right angle. You see, that doesn't look like such an odd angle to me. That looks like kind of how you'd have your laptop. So it's not like I'm asking it to stay upright with it like that. I mean, that would be ridiculous. But, I mean, even just at that, or even here, let's see. I mean, that's verging on a right angle. Now, up like this, it will stay. But if I'm standing over it like I am now, and I want it to be at an angle that I can see it, so I'm at a kitchen countertop, I can get it to stay there. But you can see that it's not wanting to. So that's one thing I'm not wild about this. Hopefully it's able to be improved, because I could see standing at a table or, standing up on a kitchen countertop and just wanting to use the keyboard, and this being kind of a little bit of a problem there. So as far as using the keyboard, I don't have much reason to use it at this point at home. I'm not going to be doing a significant amount of writing on this at this point because I have a laptop and I have other computers that would be much easier for word processing. And quite honestly, most of what I'm doing is touchscreen stuff. And then when I do have an opportunity to type, like if I want to search, if I go to Google and I want to search for something in Google, I can, everybody knows you touch where you want, and then you can type on the keyboard. But honestly, I've been using the microphone a lot and just hitting microphone and saying what I want to search for and letting my iPad Mini, letting Siri do her job. So I'm not sure that I would use the keyboard all that much here at home. However, at work, I may use it more for note-taking in meetings. I haven't been using my iPad Mini for that, but now that I have a keyboard and it would be easier, I would probably do that, and it would be pretty helpful. I'm going to be curious about how, and again, I'm losing my stability here, so I'm going to bring this up a little bit more. You can just see that it's struggling to stay. So here I am now, it's at a right angle, it's staying up. Well, that's great. I can hardly see the screen. So I got to crouch down a little bit and type in, you know, it does seem like the little chiclet keypad here is pretty easy to use. No complaints on that. They are significantly raised, so they're not like embedded in the keyboard. They are raised up off of the keyboard. And they do move pretty easily, and they don't seem to be sticking or anything like that. They do feel, you know, a little plasticky, but that's to be expected, I guess, with a portable keyboard. But again, I'm not using the keyboard so much at home. I don't really see that much of a need to use the keyboard for too much on an iPad mini, again, because of the microphone. But I may use it more at work, and if I do, I'll be sure to record it or at least pay attention when I'm using it and leave my feedback on a future video. But for now, that's the latest. Thanks.